Hi, it's Jonas Johnson with evolvemybusiness.ca, and I would like to ask you, what is your mindset? Thinking of in terms of a fixed or a growth mindset, what is your mindset? I want you to stop and take a moment and really think about this. This could have a huge impact on how you do everything moving forward. Let's go back to reviewing Carol Dweck's theory and the two mindsets, the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. Obviously, there's going to be a tendency for someone to have either a fixed mindset or a growth mindset, and it might even vary with the task or the type of learning that you're trying to do. But in general, someone is going to have a tendency to either have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. What is your mindset? Do you feel sometimes like you avoid challenges and you give up because you are afraid to fail because you might see that as a reflection of yourself? When you fail, do you think in terms of I am a failure? A lot of this talk is happening in your head without you even realizing it. Do you have more of a growth mindset? Do you embrace challenges? Do you persist in the face of setbacks? Do you embrace feedback as an opportunity to improve on what you're doing? When you're trying to determine whether you have a fixed mindset or growth mindset, the best way is for you to start paying attention to the inner dialogue that is happening when you're going throughout the day. When I first read this theory, my thought was, oh, well, of course, I would want to be the person with a growth mindset because there are so many good things about it. So then I should be that person. I should be the person with a growth mindset. But I had to come to the difficult realization that for many things, I still felt like I had a fixed mindset. And there was definitely a tendency for me to avoid challenges, to react negatively to feedback, feel threatened by that and not necessarily see it as the opportunity that it was. Someone else is succeeding and feeling perhaps bitter that that other person is succeeding where I might have failed. However, that person is doing things differently. If I can learn what they're doing differently, then I can succeed like they do. But if I feel threatened by what that person is doing, I'm going to be less open to actually try new things, to try follow what they're doing, because I'm only reacting negatively to it. Yes, and I admit I had a tendency for a fixed mindset, and it is something that you need to work on. And you work on it by addressing and becoming aware of the inner dialogue. I still even have times where I feel like I'm falling back into that fixed mindset and not really looking at everything from a growth perspective, seeing it as the opportunity that it is, looking at setbacks as an opportunity to grow. You reach a certain point where, setbacks become hard, and it is that inner dialogue that you fall back on, which will take you back to a fixed mindset, or to move yourself into a growth mindset. And I will admit that it takes effort, but it's all effort that's achievable. It's within your realm of ability. And by applying more of a growth mindset, you're just going to have more success. The greater you apply the growth mindset, the more success you are going to have. And I can see this countless times when I'm reading biographies from successful people. You know, they encountered setbacks just like everybody else. People who had won gold medals as Olympic athletes. People like Richard Branson, who built up billion-dollar businesses. Everything didn't go perfect for those people, but it was how they dealt with those challenges that separated them from being stuck where they are to having a growth mindset and succeeding and having success despite the setbacks, and learning from those setbacks and taking it to the next level. So I just want you to become more aware of your inner dialogue and think in terms of, what is my mindset? What is my mindset now? How am I viewing this task or this challenge? Am I stuck in a fixed mindset, or am I looking at it from a growth mindset? If you can move yourself to a growth mindset, you're going to have far greater success.